So, her, but he'll take it from here. Magnus is talking. Two children, queen, in nothing real in our relationship. So she questions him, important than being with me? So he says, none, I have no work. Then sit down. Why are you in a hurry to leave? Unfortunately, this silly business of government must be carried on. And there is a crisis this evening as usual. Crisis means time of intense difficulty. There is some difficult situation in the government as it always is. Orinthia answers, but the crisis is not until 5. She knows everything. I heard all about it from Sempronius. Why do you encourage that greedy schemer Proteus? Greedy schemer, schemer means plotter. He humbugs you. Humbugs you? He deceives you. He tricks you. He humbugs everybody. He even humbugs him. He humbugs that cabinet, which is a disgrace to you. It is like an overcrowded third class carriage. In other words, you don't have to have them. They are a disgrace to you. Get rid of them. Why do you allow such riffraff to waste your time? Riffraff means people who are socially inferior. Socially inferior, meaning undesirable people. Undesirable people. People you don't want to associate with. After all, what are you paid for? To be a king. That is to wipe your boots on common people. That is, use people as doormats. What she's meaning to say is that the cabinet, they mar your position. Mar means they damage your position. They take away your authority. So get rid of them. Magnus says, yes, but this king business is, as the Americans call it, has got itself so mixed up with democracy that half the country expects me to wipe my feet, perfectly polished boots on the cabinet, and the other half expects me to let the cabinet wipe its muddy boots on me. In other words, we have to use each other. We need each other for survival. The crisis at 5 o'clock is to decide which of us to be the doormat. And doormat means a mat used to wipe your feet on. This is the literal meaning. A mat used to wipe your feet on. In other words, one who allows others to treat him badly, without complaining. So the crisis will decide who will be the doormat and who will use whom. Orinthia, you will condescend to fight with Proteus too far. Condescend means to do something that you believe is below your level, of importance. In other words, you will lower your dignity. Magnus, oh no, I never fight, but I sometimes win. That is, I do something, I maneuver things, I manage things, I control things in a way that I win. If you let yourself be beaten by that trickster and poseur, never dare to approach me again. Beaten means defeated. Trickster, cheater. And Poseur means one who pretends, to behave to only effect to impress others. In other words, you impress people if you be different. Me, don't approach me. Miss answers. Magnus admires to some extent him. I hate beating him. Outwitting him means to gain an advantage in a clever way. It would be fun to gain an advantage over him. Orinthia, she's one last attempt. Magnus, you are a mollycoddle. If you were a real man, you would just delight in beating him to a jelly. Mollycoddle means effeminate. That is, you are an ineffectual man. In other words, you have to act like a man. If you were a real man, then you could beat him to a jelly. Beat him means routing him. So Magnus says, a real man would never do as a king. A real man would be most unsuitable for the position of a king. I am only an idol. Idol means a statue put on a pedestal. एक मूर्ति को जैसे स्थापित कर दिया जाता है और मूर्ति बेजान होती है. It has no life of its own. It cannot think for itself. In the same way, the king is only an idol, my love. And all I can do is to draw the line at being a cruel idol. Cruel idol means a man who is harsh to the people. He looks at his watch. Now I must really be off. Au revoir. Really be off means leave. Say goodbye till we meet again. Orinthia looking at her watch. But it is only 25 minutes past 4. जिसको हम हिंदी में 4:25 कहते हैं. You have heaps of time before 5. Heaps of time? Lots of time. Yes. But tea is at 4:30. Tea with his wife. So in 5 minutes he has to meet his wife for tea. Orinthia catching him by the arm with a snake-like dart, with a quick movement to catch him. Never mind your tea. Forget it. I will give you your tea. Impossible, beloved. Jemima does not like to be kept waiting. He respects Jemima. He gives her due regard. Oh, bother Jemima. Bother Jemima? Dismiss her. You shall not leave me to go to Jemima. She pulls him back so vigorously, so forcefully, that he falls into the seat beside her. My dear, I must. No, not today. Listen, Magnus, I have something very particular to say to you. Something very specially important. Magnus, you have not. You are only trying to make me late to annoy my wife, to make her angry. He tries to rise but is pulled back. Let me go, please, he entreats her. Orinthia holding on. Why are you so afraid of your wife? You are the laughing stock of London. That is, people laugh at you. They make fun of you. You poor hen-pecked darling. Hen-pecked means a husband who always does what his wife tells him to do. What his wife tells him to do. That is, he is in her control. So he says, henpecked. And what do you call this? You are trying to control me. At least my wife pulled me back forcefully. Did you do it? पुचकारते वैसे ही. Do be good. अच्छे बच्चे. 1:30 already. 5 मिनट और गुजर चुके. Pausing for breath. You are doing this out of sheer devilment. Devilment means nothing more than, actually sheer means nothing more than, and devilment means reckless mischief. तुम ये केवल मुझे परेशान करने के लिए कर रही हो, शैतानी सूझ रही है तुम्हें. You are so abominably strong that I cannot break loose without hurting you. Abominably means hatefully strong, that if I have to break loose, if I have to free myself, I may hurt you. Must I call the guard? Papers, the newspaper, summoning all his dignity. Summoning means gathering all his dignity. Orinthia, I command you. I'm the king, so I command you to let me go. She laughs wildly, literally a devil has entered her. Magnus by now is very angry, furiously. Very well then, you she-devil, you shall let go. And he tackles her in earnest. Tackles her means makes serious effort to deal with her. अब उन दोनों में कसमकस हो रही है बकायदा. She flings her arms around him and holds on with mischievous enjoyment. Flings means throws. She throws her arms around him and holds him tightly with naughty enjoyment. Just then there is a tapping at the door. They do not hear it. As he is breaking loose, she suddenly shifts her grip to his waist and drags him onto the floor, where they roll over one another. Sempronius enters. He had knocked before coming. He stares at the scandalous scene for a moment, then hastily slips out, shuts the door, clears his throat, and blows his nose noisily. Now just then Sempronius enters, and where he sees them struggling on the floor. He sees this scandalous, shocking scene. So he leaves the room immediately, goes out, clears his throat, blows his nose, makes a noise, in other words, so that he can be heard, and knocks loudly and repeatedly. The two combatants cease hostilities and scramble hastily to the engaged in fighting. The two people, Her Majesty sent me to remind you that tea is waiting, sir. Now Jemima knows where Magnus must be at this moment, so she sends his secretary Sempronius to call her husband for tea. Magnus, thank you, and he quickly goes out. Orinthia, panting but greatly pleased with herself. Panting means breathing hard. The king forgets everything when he is here. So do I am afraid. I'm so sorry for behaving like this. Now Sempronius stiffly, no explanations are needed. I saw what happened. You don't have to tell me. I saw whatever happened between the two of you. It's unfriendly. In these western countries they have ताला लगाने का एक अलग सिस्टम होता है, एक छेद होता है जिसमें चाबी डालते हैं और वो आर पार होता है, दैट इज़ द की होल. तो अगर आप चाहें तो आप नीचे झुक कर आँख लगा कर उसके थ्रू देखेंगे तो अंदर कमरा पूरा अच्छे से स्पष्ट दिखाई देगा. सो ही मस्ट हैव लुक्ड थ्रू द की होल. She throws her hand up with a gesture of laughing defiance and dances back to her seat at the writing table. That is, she openly refuses to do something. She will not change. And she goes to the writing table. End of the interlude. Letter 2.